Welcome to the Chicken and Rice Podcast.
At this point, I fucking hate that song.
Yeah, it's pretty ass. This is the Chicken and Rice Podcast. We're here with special guest. All right, are you gonna do that when I do the intro? Can I redo that?
Yeah,
can
do
you not,
that.
Can you not talk while I do the intro? Guys, this is the Chicken and Rice Podcast. We are here with my very temporary guest host, Ali Star.
What sound was that?
There you go. And we're here with a new guest, Mr. ChrisFrancoVisuals. Okay, he actually paid us $5,000 to be on this podcast today.
In fact.
And we paid him back to film some YouTube stuff for us. How's the bank account looking after that $5K deduction?
My car note comes out of tomorrow, so
Fuck the IRS.
Sitting pretty.
We're
Talking
putting that
about
out
money.
there.
Talking about money.
We're putting that out there. We could put it out there.
Well, bro, everybody hates the IRS anyways. They be taking everybody's money.
All right. Also, let's talk about it.
Oh well, no, I don't mean. Yeah, it just sucks, bro. My accountant fucked up my tax return, and they thought I did my estimated payments, and I got a random letter today saying I owed them fuckers $9,600. And I'm blessed because I have that to just give to them, but
It still sucks.
again, I told my accountant, I was like, bro, you're lucky that I have this. If you do this to somebody that doesn't have this,
Then what happens?
yeah, what if I was a dumbass and I spent money as fast as it came in?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'd be fucked.
Yeah.
That's something we'll get on about me as well, about spending habits.
He was I don't know. I mean, he felt bad because he was like, bro, I literally don't really have any words besides I'm sorry. I was like, dude, this is I was like a couple grand. I'd be kind of cool with that. I guess, but $9,000 mistake, bro. I was like, that's.
And what is he can't pay anything on his end?
Yeah, it's
I
I can't ask him to do that. You know what I mean? But it's
Yeah.
bro, I guess charge it to the fucking game, bro. Jesus.
Yeah, the IRS.
God will repay me, but fuck the IRS.
So
My thing is, as an LLC, here's where people try to say that entrepreneurs that make a lot of money don't pay enough taxes, and I tell you from experience now, as an entrepreneur, I have to pay the 7.1% income tax or 7 point whatever percent it is, plus the other percent of the employment tax. So I have to pay the full 15 point something percent of taxes on all the money I make. So we're paying taxes, bro.
Yeah. All right. Well, getting past the IRS, getting over to ChrisFrancoVisuals.
Fuck that shit.
All right. We're gonna ask you a bunch of shit, my brother. Starting with an intro to Mr. Frickin' Chris Franco.
Well, I'm 19. I started this at the ripening age of 18 years old.
Started what exactly?
Photography and videography. So I'm shooting influencers for a living. Big names: Ben Sag, Mr. Optimal, Matthew Scriv, Joe Aban. Got to shout out my guy there.
How do you say his last name?
Aban.
Joel
Aban?
Aban.
Joel Aban.
That's a fire name.
It's a fire ass.
Do you say it really fast?
Well, Bond is
Together?
just a fire.
Joel Aban.
last
And it's
Joel
I
Aban.
think there's an accent to it because his
He could totally make a clothing brand called Joel Aban.
speak less do more is his his saying. So he always says speak less do more. Speak less do more.
Oh, so he definitely can't have a podcast because
Oh yeah.
he'd be speaking too much.
That saying does kind of go hard though.
Yeah.
It's true
speak
because
less do more.
I'd be talking too much and not listening enough.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's the only hard thing about this podcast is I'm a very speak less do more type of guy. So I listen a lot more than I speak. To
Okay.
y'all, I'll talk to y'all, but when there's cameras on me, I'm just not used to it. I'm used to being behind the camera, being behind the scenes.
I feel you. I feel. With the pod, we just act like it's a normal convo, and we act like the cameras aren't really there, though.
I think in about 5-10 minutes, as we continue these conversations, I will not even realize the camera there.
Yeah,
But yeah,
that's how it usually is. But yeah, there's like an intro, so you shoot like big names.
Big names.
I'm not really a big name, but like
Yeah, you can say that, and I'd laugh because I'm like,
yeah.
I feel like you have big names.
Nothing. No, dude, I like try to be.
You know a
as
big
humble
name.
as
You know who the
possible, bro.
biggest name is? It's God. Okay,
Hey,
that's
man,
a big name.
that's
Shout that out real quick.
That's a big name.
And I would not be here. I would not have these opportunities that I'm having without the Lord and Savior
Jesus Christ.
So
There's
how
no
did
way.
We can
how
talk
did
about that
you,
later. Let's talk about that later.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say, how did you meet us?
I was
We'll
gonna.
get
That's,
into that.
I wrote that down in the
So,
notes.
I was working at the Mecca of Gyms, Alphaland, Houston, Texas, working behind the front desk. Still in high school, saw these two, particularly wasn't looking at his ass, saw his pants.
The
gecko
gecko
pants.
Hawaii pants, bro.
And I was like, dude, what are those? Like, I need those pants. Never ended up buying them, sorry. And that's truly how I met these guys. I told them, I was like, man, like, I really want to quit this job. I want to do this videography stuff, like, full time. And a year later, probably like 8 months later, in Myrtle Beach with y'all.
Yeah,
Doing it.
I think we followed each other, and I kept keeping up with you, and I saw like you were leveling up your shit. So when we came back to Houston, that's why I reached out to you, because I was like, homie, I definitely fucked with we were talking about it. We were like, dude was cool as fuck. Like, he had a good vibe. And I saw you leveled up your shit. I was like, we might as well fucking just support it and like get some content while we're out there. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
couldn't fucking hurt.
And it ended up being,
Like,
I posted a video. I'm not going to name names, but a videographer, when we filmed that video, he literally said, y'all hired this guy? And that was probably one of my best edits that I've ever produced. And it was my most liked.
Oh, I do
Dang.
remember that.
I remember that.
I do
Yeah.
remember.
I remember
it.
that.
We're not naming names.
Yeah, but
but
no, I
I
remember that.
do
But
remember.
it's like again, now it's like you're filming Matthew full time. Like,
Yeah.
we flew you out here. Like,
Yeah.
bro, it's just like, yeah, it's a better answer to that is like, yeah, I did hire this guy because I watched his work and like, he did a really good job. And I
Yeah.
watched him speak on what he said he was going to do. He was like, dude, I'm going to quit Alpha Land and I'm going to start doing this full time.
Which I would not
Anybody
say
that-
quit your full-time job. To speak about quitting Alphaland, I actually got a really good position with, not going to name names, a guy at Alphaland. Literally quit my job to film him, and about 4 weeks later, he was switching prices every single time I sent him something. Like, I would send him reels, I would send him a video, and it was just like, I just don't think I owe you this much. But when we first talked about prices, it was that set price. And then I would send him stuff in the end of the month. It's like, I just don't think I owe you this. Like, he owed me like $1,000, and he was supposed to pay me like every 2 weeks. And I got that crap like 3 or 4 weeks later. So
You got to get a contract, bro.
yeah, most definitely starting contracts. Yeah, if you're looking to do videography, man, get contracts. Like, that's the biggest thing I can say with videography. Like, get contracts. But yeah, speaking
Well,
of
it goes both ways too, because it's like, I want a contract saying that you're not going to clip and post things that I don't approve, or like that I'm going to get X amount of videos a week, right?
yeah,
But you also want it in the contract saying that, like, I'm going to not switch up on how much I pay you every
Yeah.
month,
yeah,
like in 2 months into us working together. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So it's like, it helps both parties. That's why you do legal shit like that. I wish it worked out to where you could be like, this is the deal. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And then like we shake
sure.
hands and people are like trustworthy enough for that, which is lucky. I'm lucky that like we have each other to where we can do shit like that. You know what I mean? But it's like, imagine being like out in Houston where you like feel like you have to watch almost every
Bunch of
movie you make.
shitheads.
Yeah,
it's
like,
a bunch.
that
of
would be
shit.
that'd be terrible. Like,
Straight clout
I-
demons.
I
yeah,
ab-
that's what I'm saying. Like, I ain't fucking with all that, bro.
I absolutely hate the atmosphere in Alphaland now. Like, it's when I first started, everybody loved me, everybody liked me, videographers liked me, and out of nowhere, and like I never did anything. Like, I'm a very likable guy. Like, I feel like I talk very well. Like, I'm young and I'm mature and I do exactly what you're doing, and out of nowhere, just everybody just stopped talking to me. Like, not gonna name names, but a lot of people stopped talking to me, like out of nowhere.
And I would say that's even like a good thing.
Yeah, most definitely. I don't like talking to people, so I'm really glad. But like, I would walk in there like to Alpha Lounge because that's where like all the influencers sit at. Like table 1 and 2 are full of influencers, videographers, and all that. And you would walk in, man, what's up? Blah blah blah, dabs up, or walk in and they just all like look at me. It's like, all right, like why? Like what did I do to make you?
Think about it, bro.
Yeah.
When you're not doing as much, they're not. I mean, they're gonna like say what's up and shit. But then as you're approaching like their level, and the jealousy hits, they're like not gonna fuck with you. So I would just, you're doing something right at that point.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, you know what I'm
People
saying?
don't, people don't like to see people like other people level up, which I
Which is really sad.
yeah, I can be guilty of it, but like trying to be the best version of myself is catching like myself when I feel jealous.
Yeah. Because I do
jealousy
envy
is
some.
jealousy is actually just stupid if you think about it. Like, what is it? Even so, like, regardless of the fact of just being happy for that person is just a good thing to do.
Yeah.
Right? Because you don't know their story and they deserve whatever they're getting. They're getting it, right?
Truly, and I wish,
Like,
and I'm glad I'm on this
so-
podcast.
So it's like, in that sense, it's like, does it help me get what I want being upset that somebody else might be like leveling up or coming to my level? Like I had, so for instance, old me before we got on the whole like religious journey, because I was really bad about jealousy. I had some kid comment on my post today. He was like, you inspired me to make content when I posted that client video. And he's got more followers than me now. He was like, you inspired me to start making content. And old me would be like almost kind of salty that somebody that I inspired to start making content, which means they've been doing it less than I have, is doing better than I am technically, right?
Yeah.
Better on paper because they have more followers, which doesn't even make sense because that doesn't even define much. But again, it's the more so of the point of like looking at that, and I was like, dude, that's actually dope. So again, just almost on like trying to rewire your mindset about it.
Yeah.
So that's what people. I don't get the vibe that there's a lot of quality people at Alpha Land where
Not
it's
at all.
like they want the best for you or they're trying to be the best version of themselves. The best version of themselves in their head is like the most amount of followers, the most amount of money, the most amount of like materialistic things, I feel like.
Well, you got to think people, the whole purpose of moving there in the first place is clout, views.
Yeah.
Content.
Yeah.
Content
Minus Justin and Justice and Riser and like the people that we met and we fuck with down there, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, but it's like
Super cool
the
people.
majority
I
of
love
the
them.
majority of the vibes that I get are like, it's just like, I'm like, damn, I feel like I have to like watch myself. Like I'd have to watch myself around these people. You know what I mean? Like I can truly just like, I don't have to worry like being around you, just be myself. It's almost like you're just like, not like be myself, almost just like, you don't have to watch your moves or watch what you say and or like feel like you're being one-upped every time you talk to somebody. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's a very wishy-washy vibe out there.
Very. Yeah.
Which is
yeah.
like, it's good. It serves its purpose. That's why we go out there for a reason, because it's good for content and we have people out there. Like it definitely serves its purpose. But to go out there and think that like it's going to change your life for the better, I think if you think that chasing clout is going to make your life better or change your life for the better, then like you've got a bigger problem, right?
Yeah, and my thing is too, if you're like buckled down on like your content and like why you're posting and like you have a specific goal to like help people with your posts, like you can do that at fucking Houston, you could do that in Alaska, you could do that in fucking wherever. It don't matter where the fuck you're at, you know what I'm saying? So as long as the content itself is like good and it's valuable, it's like
quality.
somebody's gonna get something out of it out there. You're gonna be helping somebody. You don't need to be in fucking Houston to do that.
And that's what I think a lot of people don't understand. And Russ and Weez just talked about it like recently. These two, I'm not downing. The Pump House is a badass gym. I love it there. I love to film it. But these two work in a gym in a mall, and they're producing content daily. Now, if they move to Alphaland and they're just have the name of Alphaland with them, and you don't post, if you go to Alphaland, Alphaland's not going to give you followers. Alphaland's not going to get you clout. is you have to post consistently. You have to post every single day. Some people think they're gonna move to Houston and it's like, oh, like I'm gonna get followers just because I work at Alphaland. No, like not at all. Like you have to post every single day, quality content. And these two post quality content every single day, no matter what gym. I see some people, there's trainers at Planet Fitness that post every single day and they still get those followers and views, not because of the gym, it's just because of their content. They're relatable people. And
in the strength club, we were working out with dumbbells and a barbell.
Yeah.
And the cable crossover.
Yeah.
You don't need a big ass gym to make great content. It's like, if you cannot, your purpose cannot be to gain followers with your content. Yeah. Find your purpose behind your content. Like, obviously it's going to be to help people, but how are you going to help people? And once you find that purpose and like how you're passionate about that, because you have to have passion behind that purpose, right? You can't just be like, oh, my purpose is to be a bodybuilder when you're not truly passionate about that. And that's how I'm going to help people. Like, you actually truly have to find the passion behind your purpose, and then all that other stuff will come. That's why you do well. That's why I do well. Because I was still posting every day for 3 years at 2,000 followers. I did not care. Getting like 14 likes a day.
If you chase followers, it's like eventually there's not enough people in the world to get you
happiness. Like,
like you're just gonna keep wanting more and more and more. You're never gonna be satisfied. Like, what if you hit like 7-8 billion followers? Like, there's not. Well, there are not even that many motherfuckers that have social media. I don't think, right? So like, eventually there's like a cap. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just keep going. That's all. So you impact as many people as possible. You help as many people as possible.
Ruben had a good point the other day. I would rather, and just Jonathan had a good point about it too. It's like, would you rather have 5 million followers and like really 100 of those people seriously fuck with you because you are on such a large scale and you grew so exponentially and like you've watered down your shit so much? Or would you rather stay true to what your shit is, like stay true to your content, your brand, and grow slowly but like consistently and have a community of people? You know what I mean? I'd rather eventually I'd rather be at like 250,000 followers of hardcore followers than 4 million followers of just like, again, because I don't care about the followers. I care about the intention behind like who I'm actually posting to. How can I help these people that are following me? It's about the quality of like the shit you put out, and then you get quality people following you too. Then you don't just get some people that click your content because it's like clickbait content too. Yeah, you know what I mean?
And going back to Alphaland too, I almost think Alphaland lost its hype of like it being, because if you think about it, like at first, even with like Fusion, the grand opening, I had a fucking video where I took my phone like this, like 200,000 likes,
no, I remember
million plus views, bro. Yeah. Like insane. Just me just going like this.
The influencer,
I'd have to do fucking shit.
The influencer video gave me out. This is the influencer room.
Yeah, that one did good too.
Exactly, yeah.
Grabbed my phone and just started talking in Fusion. But since there's so many eyes at that specific point in time, because it's just opening, same thing with Alphaland when it first opened. And they had like the summer shredding events. Like events like that will always get more views and shit. But if you're just like, at this point in time, if you're at Alphaland on a regular day and you post like a gym vlog, nobody gives a shit anymore.
Yeah.
There's been thousands of videos made in Alphaland already. Nobody gives a shit.
It's like a trend because like Fusion was a trend. Alphaland's like a trend. I think, like you said, the events, this summer shredding is going to be massive. Yeah. It's going to be, because people already know about it. People are already planning trips. Like dates are already set like months ago. It's going to be absolute massive. And I think Alphaland's going to be back on that trend. And I think that content's going to blow up again at Alphaland. Like, and if you're not at Alphaland during summer shredding, like you're not going to be doing it right. Yeah. Like, because it's
an event.
Everybody's going to be there.
The Olympia, like the Arnold, like it's just certain like events that have more attention drawn to them, that if you take advantage of that, you're obviously going to get more views and shit.
Yeah. But even so, bro, like, look what it's more so about like, can you be consistent with what you're doing too? Because not like we've even put it on a scale of Alpha Land, but people come into the pump house definitely pay day passes because we post there a lot.
Yeah.
Like, so it's but more about like building a community too. Like, you know, like we have a community of people that like come to Pump House now because like we were going there, and because we have a good community there, it's like the clout shit will die down. You know what I mean? I'd rather go to a gym like we have than to have moved to Alpha Land and been there even when it was popping off. You know what I mean? Like, I can fly to Alpha Land any fucking time I want to and train if I want to train, right? Like,
Yeah.
fuck being out there. Like, and it has lost its hype, bro. Like, why do you think some people are moving away?
Yeah.
The main people.
Going to LA.
Yeah. Weston's, I think, is moving to LA soon.
No, Weston's in Dubai.
Oh, wow.
Weston.
No.
No. Weston. Yeah, Weston's moving to LA. It's a cousin that's in Dubai.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sush is in LA, and Marco's still in Houston.
Yeah,
right?
Marco's still in Houston.
But I think it's like hometown, Houston, LA. It's like Houston's like the step between, like the stepping stone between going to LA.
See, but I don't even like have any interest in. I feel like
I don't want either.
Yeah, I feel like
I
honestly think that we can make Myrtle Beach, like you said. I didn't believe it when you first said it, but I think we can make Myrtle Beach a pretty quality area.
Yeah, and that's
like
what I'm saying. It might even be fuck Florida, bro.
No, I'm like so serious too. I'm on that, like, because we have, and we're building like a community here with Wayne, and
I was about to say we got Wayne
connections, and I love that gym, bro. Like I feel like at home at that gym, bro. It blows my mind. When we train at other places, I like literally feel like out of place.
Yeah.
Well,
have you noticed that?
I can say, because I've been to many gyms as a videographer. I've been to Believe. Well, I will say this: Houston, the amount of gyms we have is absolutely insane. Like, I live in Pearland, Texas. There's Roman Empire 20 minutes east of me. There's Corrupted Strength, the best powerlifting gym in Houston, maybe in the world. We're top 3 in the world, probably. In Missouri City, 6 minutes from Alpha Land. Then you go up north in Houston, Texas, and we have Believe, we have BFit. We have all these crazy gyms. Like, even 6 minutes from me, we have Iron Sight, which is owned by a guy named Rubio, bodybuilder, all that. We have another gym 6 minutes the other direction that's called Apex. And it's just, there's so many gyms, but at the Pump House in Myrtle Beach, I've never had that atmosphere of like I walked in here with a big mic, and everybody treated me like family. Nowhere else have I been to plenty of gyms, and I've never gotten that. Like, there's gyms in Houston where I have to pay $50 to film.
Yeah.
There's like, I've been to one gym and they literally was like, looked me in the eyes like, hey, look, like, we're not on the Alpha Land bullshit. Like, you're not gonna use that camera in this gym. Like, okay, like, I'm not gonna, like, I'm not like, whenever I'm in the gym, like, I don't own the gym, so I don't care if people walking from the camera or anything like that. But Pump House was truly like, everybody like talks to each other like today, like
everybody just knows each other and just like is.
And even if I don't know somebody by name, like I know like I've seen them in there hundreds of times, and we like all respect each other, and like I haven't had one like negative interaction with somebody in that gym.
I think Chris was paying attention though. Like, even the girl behind the desk, like, I saw her there the day before. We walk in yesterday.
Yep.
And she's like, I saw you on my For You page. And I was like, that's what's up. What video was it? Just like talking. I was even going to say something to her the day before, but I didn't really want to come off like a weirdo because I've never seen her work the front desk before.
Uh-huh.
She was working the front desk. And I was going to be like, did you just start working here or something? But I didn't say anything. Yesterday, when she said that, that's when I asked her, I was like, did you just start working here and shit? She's like, yeah, I'm here for the summer, which is what I thought previously. I figured, like, summertime, she's probably working here for the summer.
Yeah.
But it's like that. Like, I'm not, like, it's right off the bat, someone new that I've never seen in the gym before, I'm already talking to.
Literally.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anybody in there that's new and I've never seen them, like, there's this one guy fucking like a monster. Not like he wasn't like super big, but he was like tall as fuck. I was like, bro, what are you like 6'7"? He's like, I'm 6'6". I was like, fuck me.
Yeah.
I'd never spoken to him ever.
Like today, the dude. We're literally looking around for 5 minutes for clips, and I don't know if y'all know him, but he was so kind to offer y'all clips.
I know him though, yeah.
Yeah, ask him to like, but still, it's like
Like a dude saw us looking for clips to put on the side of the squats, and then just like came over and gave us clips.
I just don't think like.
And then that one girl was like trying to get out of the way when you were fucking filming the whole time.
Yeah, literally. I don't think Alphaland is so much like that, but to not crap on any other gyms in Houston, Corrupted Strength. If you go to Alphaland during the summer, please visit Corrupted Strength. I'm not just saying this because I love everybody at Corrupted Strength. The energy is insane. Like, I can sit there and, like, I literally messaged Russ Wool the other day, and I was like,
Can you stop doing that?
I'm sorry, my ankle is killing me.
Yeah, you can hear on the thing.
I literally like messaged Russ Wool the other day, and it was like, hey, like, can I get some drone footage Corrupted? And he's like, yeah, sure, like, do it.
In there?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Like,
that's
like
fire.
stock. Like, if I message like Christian Guzman, was like, hey man, like, can I get some drone footage of freaking Alphaland? I just don't think it's gonna happen. Like, it's just great. And like, I could go to Corrupted tomorrow and ask people to like film them, like ask like Russ to film him, and they're like, yeah, like let's do it. Like Alphaland is just like, I just don't think it's like that. Like, it's just
I feel
it's just people. It's just the people, man.
it's a bunch of fucking NPCs.
Yeah.
New York is unreal with that shit, bro.
Yeah, you been in New York, bro?
Dude, I haven't. I don't think I will. I don't think I will go to New York or California.
LA, I kind of liked LA a little bit. I wouldn't live there, but I liked it a little bit more than New York.
Yeah.
So, like, the area that I was in LA was like really cool. It was dope. New York, we were in like Times Square area, so it's like not equal, very like shitty area.
Yeah.
Didn't fuck with it. I'm not fucking with it.
That's what I'm kind of nervous about. Houston becoming is like a mini LA or a mini New York, because like so many people are moving there. It's like I've literally was born and raised there, so it's like so nerve wracking to like think like
It'll get there.
Houston
probably.
will become like that. Like it's.
That's
I
why
love living on the outer skirts, but I am about to move into the city. Like I'm 2 minutes away from the city, so it's like pretty nerve wracking.
I would just say not even like the gyms and shit and all that, or like the environment, but even like the actual like area itself is what I didn't really like. Like I wouldn't want to
In New York?
in Houston,
In Houston?
in New York.
Yeah. I don't think.
I mean, compare it to where I live now, bro.
Yeah.
Very fucking different. You know what I'm saying?
Love it here.
Yeah,
Like it's
dope.
I really do like it here. We don't have what y'all have. Like we have a beach, Galveston, Texas. Shout out Houston and Texas, but this beach shits on that beach.
Yeah,
down
it's
there.
a dope ass
Like,
beach, bro.
I love it down here. Like
Yeah.
the atmosphere is crazy. Like, but I feel like it's y'all's home, so like y'all are used to it. Like Pearland, Deer Park is my home, so I'm used to that. Like I'll sit there and talk about like I love it, but the city is where it's gonna get
Well, I didn't
crap.
even grow up here, bro. I grew up in
yeah,
South Jersey.
Yeah, you grew up in South Jersey. Yeah,
And this shit feels like home. I've only been here for 3 years.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, I like it. I don't think I would feel uncomfortable living here. Like there's some places where like I go like travel to like just by myself with like family and stuff like that, and it's just not fun. But like here, like I've been to Florida, I hated it. Like I've been there for my girlfriend's cheer competition, walked around the streets, terrible. Here, like it just feels fun. It feels like home. Like it feels cozy, if that makes sense. Like your neighborhood is dope. Like it literally feels like an actual neighborhood. Like the one in like neighborhoods like that in Galveston, it feels like, oh, like we're just like on vacation. Like yours actually feels like a home. Like your neighborhood feels crazy, even though you'll have a freaking giant resort right outside your house. But still, it feels
that
like
shit's
home.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. The fucking. I don't even want to plug that because then they'll know where I live. Big ass fucking tower, motherfucking shit's crazy.
Yeah, it's for sure. It for sure feels homey around here. I like it.
Hell yeah, that's what's up. So when you moving here?
Yeah, when I get the house in 10 months, you go move here?
That's
10 months is a lot of time to
10 months is because
figure it out.
I am moving with.
But that's honestly not to move halfway across the country if you think about it.
Well,
10
yeah,
months
because
will come quick.
Yeah,
You know, think about how fast. Think about how, like, close the first trip to Alpha Land that me and you took feels like, if you really think about it.
yeah.
I mean, like
What happened?
it doesn't feel like too far ago. You know what I mean? Like too far back in time.
Yeah.
And that was
And that's like 12 months.
Yeah,
It
no,
was July.
July,
Or August.
July.
It was August.
Okay,
August,
August.
yeah.
So that's like, again, almost a whole year. So 10 months can go by pretty fast.
Yeah, for
You know what I'm
sure.
saying?
10 months go crazy fast, and it's like that in my content. Like like when people ask me, like till this day, I'm like, oh, like I started 10 months ago, and I got that Snapchat notification that a year ago I was doing my first paid shoot, and I was super excited, like, oh shit, like I made $20 for this shoot, and now it's like $20 is like a tip. Like
I was about to say, I even I've been known to have like a nice ass camera, and this one kid that actually like lives around here, shout out you. He paid me to do his graduation pictures,
yeah,
and I was like, he's like, could you do my graduation pictures? I know you have like a nice ass camera. I was like, fuck yeah, that's easy.
light work.
Take some fucking pictures
Yeah.
with my 85 1.4, get you the nastiest fucking background blur you've ever seen.
Yeah.
You gonna love that shit. Hell
But
yeah.
I love that story, but I don't want anyone that like sees like videography in this title. Like, I don't want anybody to think like if you're new, like you can't just pick up a camera and just shoot. Like the camera's not gonna do it for you. Like you got the settings down. Like you just set up these cameras, like you set up like your gym stuff. But like for me, I literally started with a $400 camera, $500 camera, and I had to perfect that. Like I made sure to perfect that before I switched to that. And that's what I hate about a lot of videographers in Houston is whenever I first started this, it was like fake love. Shout out Drake. But it's like it really was, because like I was like, hey man, like I think I'm about to get the A7 IV. Oh, you're just starting. Like you don't need that camera. Like you're just starting. You don't need that camera. I don't give a fuck. Like
Yeah.
I want to do this. Like I want to do this full time, and I can name 3 off the top of my head. Like, oh, like you don't need to get that camera. Like that camera is too powerful for you. Like you're not gonna grow that fast. But then I took that risk and I bought that camera. Summer shredding came up and went psycho with it. Like I went crazy. Like a year ago today, I had that first shoot with that $500 camera, $500 camera, and so I had to grind at that camera to learn ISO, to learn aperture, to learn I don't even know, shutter speed, like all of that. Like I had to grind at it. And so like you're not gonna be able just to pick up a camera and just start shooting. Like there's auto mode, but like it's
If you're shooting
absolute
auto,
crap.
you're a bot.
Yeah, literally. But
Like
literally a bot.
That's
Alistair.
what you said to me when I was
he was shooting auto before I met him.
Yeah.
yeah,
I was
And
like, you're a fucking bot,
You're
bro.
a bot.
literally.
But it's just like I'm gonna go into I can't go like I don't train. Like I really don't. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Like I train probably like once a week. My girlfriend's probably watching this like laughing. Shout out Cassie. But she's probably laughing. Like you don't train. I'm not gonna go to the gym if I started out and just know what to do. But like with the camera, you just can't do that either. Like there's tons of videos. Knowing that like I shoot trainers and y'all and influencers, all that, like I can go into the gym and like have a pretty good solid workout. But you can't just pick up a camera and just start shooting it.
Yeah.
But how did those graduation pictures turn out?
Oh, they were good.
They were fire.
Well, this was in the summer
Yeah.
when I was last summer on prep.
Oh,
I was on prep, bro. So I
Prep.
was like low key, like I
tired.
was like, let's get this shit over with, type shit.
So how
Because
much-
I was like,
Let me rub my fucking foot on this shit real quick. It's my ankle's killing me, and it's gonna help.
what did you say?
How much do you charge for that shoot? Like, if you don't mind me asking.
Like, I think I got a 100 something.
So, I'm not gonna name names, but I get
I didn't even ask anything. I was like, whatever
Yeah.
you want to give me, like, you
Literally
know,
like a tip.
yeah, like I
basically.
would have done this shit like for free, bro.
yeah.
Like, it's, you know what I'm saying?
So I will tell y'all watching this that want to do videography, and if you're in Myrtle Beach, please learn a camera because these two are looking for a videographer, and I want them to experience. Like, I would love to, if a kid is from Myrtle and he wants to FaceTime me, he wants to connect with me and learn a camera, I will teach you. I promise you. FaceTime me. Let's hop on it, and please help these guys with content. Practice with. I promise you, if you ask them like, hey, let me practice with you, they're gonna let you practice with them.
Teach Ruben.
Teach Ruben. Yeah, he doesn't want to.
We'll get
but
him.
you can't just start this and like back to what I was saying. Like I grinded at this for months. Like I started it photography, not like full time, but the last month of high school, I would work at Alphaland from 4 to 12. Yeah, 4 to 12. On days I was off, I would be at Alphaland shooting people for free, completely for free all day before my shifts, and edit them right when I got home, wake up at 6 a.m., 6:30 a.m. and go to school and do that every single day, most days. But like, even like 6 months ago, like even though I was shooting for people consistently, I was still walking around the gym asking like, hey, let me shoot you. Like, let me shoot like this. Let me shoot you a free video. Like, if I have a set price for videos and pictures and all that, but if I ask somebody like, hey man, like, would you like a video? Or like somebody would ask me, like, can you shoot me a video? And I name them a price and they're like, you know what, man, like I can't do that. Like I can't afford that. I'm not going to say no. Like I will most of the time be like, look, I have a free day this day. Let's do it then. But like, I'm not going to say no. And there's some people at Alphaland, like some videographers, like they have their set price and they're not going below that, like at all. And it's like, it's funny because like not talking about money or anything like that, but hypothetically, there was this one dude that always complained about money, always complained about everything like that. And I would give him shoots. I'd be like, look, like I can't do this shoot. Like today, like here, have it. No, man, like you charge way too low. Okay. Like you need shoots. You literally ask me, like you literally talk to me like you don't have shoots, but like you won't take these shoots. Like I gave him like a whole clothing brand shoot. Nah, man, like that's too low for me. Like, bro, I literally had somebody 2 months ago ask me how much for videos, and I named them the price, and they said no. I was like, you know what, I'll do it for you, because like it's extra money. Like I grinded at this every single night for the past 12 months, and I'm just gonna continue grinding. And let's just say like next month, all my clients leave, and I have $0 to my name. I will lower my prices just to make money. And some people don't. Some people don't have that mindset. It's just bizarre to me. Like, you just gotta grind at this stuff. Like, it's a hustle. It's literally like being an entrepreneur is a hustle. Like him, like Alistair was literally like, hey bro, before this podcast, let me start messaging people. Like, it's a hustle. Like everything you do in life, if you're an entrepreneur, if you want to make money, like you have to hustle.
Right,
like you have to hustle in life.
made
$515
like 5 minutes ago.
Literally, like you have to have that mindset to put your pride away and go lower than what you like are used to sometimes. And like that's what I've learned. Like I don't care. Like you just have to have that mindset of just
Also,
do.
like, people work really hard for like short bursts and think that it's gonna.
Yeah.
They get really like upset when it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
As fast as they think it should happen, or like when it's not always consistent. It's like, bro, just because you grind and shit like works really well for you for a little bit doesn't mean it's always going to be like moving at that trajectory.
Yeah.
You got to keep working hard all the time. I think we talked about that one time. You were like, we were talking about how we put out a fuckload of content. Like every day we record, no matter how well we're doing. It's like, we're going to record. I'm going to always record because that's what I do, right? It's like a lot of people get to the point where they get so like, up there with their content, it's doing well, where they're like, oh, well, I don't like, I don't need to, or I just don't need to post as much, or don't need to record. You know what I mean? It's like, it's a grind, bro. It's a grind. No matter how well you're doing, you can't expect it to keep doing well if you're not going to keep fucking putting in that same effort.
Where it's like the opposite, where they don't do as good over time, so they give up.
Yeah, it's like you got to keep going, bro.
Yeah.
Like just because it happened. Well, also, you see like this little window of anyone that has fast success. You only see the small window of their fast success. You don't see the year or two or three of work that they put in before that to actually get that small window of fast success. So even so, it's like those people put in work. Maybe you have to work 5 years before it works out for you. Who fucking cares? You'll never fucking find out if you give up.
Yeah. That's
like dead ass. You know what I mean? Well, who fucking cares how long it takes? 2, 3, 4, 5 years, 6 years? You'll actually never make it if you fucking quit.
Yeah.
That kid asked me at the event, he was like, I don't know if you saw that video. He's like, how have you managed, like, to go through everything you've gone through and, like, get to the position you are, and then to this day still keep the same mentality to keep going and, like, keep posting? It's just like, you just gotta keep. I didn't know what to fucking say to him, because I was just like, you just gotta do it. Like, you just gotta keep showing up for yourself, because that's all you can do, right? Is like, how do you keep the same mentality that you have been? It's just like, I just keep doing the same shit that I've been doing.
No one's coming to save me, bro.
Yeah.
No one's coming to save my ass.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? Like,
you fucking stop posting, you stop doing whatever you're been doing that's been working, it's not gonna work no more.
Same thing with my little situation earlier. I'm like asking myself when it first happened. You get really upset when shit happens, and I was like, what the fuck, dude? Like, I wish I could just do something to change this. And then it's like I have the grown-up thought, again, in that mind. Some people don't have this ability to snap themselves in the mindset. I had the thought of like, well, I guess I'm just going to go home and fucking grind my ass off and sign as many clients as I can this month, and we'll make that money back, bro. And because nobody's going to help me but me right now. You know what I mean? It's like, what the fuck is me crying about this shit going to do? I can be upset about it, but me fucking like actually being like, oh, I'm just done. I'm done working for the next couple of days. You know what I mean? Like, this is terrible. It's like, okay. That's that weak mentality. That's the mentality of people who, like, don't do as well and fail and give up.
Yeah, I think, speaking on that, because I have really bad anxiety, really bad, like.
Oh, bro, you have no clue. Ask him.
Yes.
I bug him out because my shit's so bad.
My girlfriend can account for this. I will literally be at like 1, 2 a.m. like, dude, like, I don't know how I'm going to do this in the future. Like, I don't know. Like, the gym content's going to, like, go away somehow. Like, there was 1 week where I had no clients for, like, 2 to 3 weeks scheduled. And I was telling my girlfriend, I was like, dude, like, I just don't know what's going to happen. Like, it's just getting those low points. But just like you, I was like, why am I sitting here doing absolutely nothing, sitting here 30, 45 minutes, an hour just crying about it? Not crying, but like complaining about it, when I could just get out there and start. The next day I was at a coffee shop for 2.5 hours just cold calling realtors.
Yeah,
probably 100 calls, 2 people messaging me back. But you just got to do like gym, and then started praying, like speaking on Christ, started praying about it. Next day, you hit me up about finally scheduling. If y'all don't know this, we have been trying to get this trip for about 6 months now. I was supposed to come, and we finally, that happened. The football coach texted me. Everything just starts coming out of nowhere. So it's like, don't sit around and cry, and just get out there and freaking work. Just like what you were saying. Like, I love like that you brought that up, because it's all about mindset and dedication.
Well, it's like, not to say my parents don't like love me and help me, bro, right? But like, I am like, bro, at a young, even as a young 20-year-old, like, I have absolutely no assistance from anyone in my life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's all me, bro.
Yeah,
which is like, again, that's why I have to have this. Like, again, when I say like, ain't nobody coming to save me, ain't nobody coming to fucking save me, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and it's also because I fucked up a lot in my past. So my dad and mostly my dad is almost was just at the point of like, you know, he's definitely proud of me, but like, bro, he's like, you know, I ain't like helping you like figure your shit out, bro. You know what I mean? And like, I mean, I guess he probably wouldn't be like that, but that's what he said to me when I first got sober. So it's like, I've always kept that mentality of like, all right, well, it's like, dude, you figure this shit out, bro. That's like, I got to do it quick, bro. You know what I mean? It's like, the quicker the better. I'm only going to be more stressed out the more that I sit there and like fucking like cry about it.
Yeah.
I did that shit. Example of me slipping up on that shit in New York because I wanted like to have a good time so desperately because I was like wanting to be on vacation. It was supposed to be like a business trip, but vacation because I wanted to have a good time. And the one day we didn't have any training scheduled, we spent the whole fucking day at the Apple store because I broke my phone and I lost my fucking shit. But again, good point. Did that help me at all? Like, did that make the day any better? No, it made it 10 times worse. So like, nobody's coming to save me. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's coming to save anybody. Like, you save yourself.
Yeah.
And you do that by just like figuring it out as the shit comes.
And then like how you like handle those situations, and like not even the shit on you, but we also had to go through the same thing of being in the Apple store.
Oh, which was shitty as fuck.
Or yeah, and I made a fucking day out of it. I did the fucking. They had a guy teaching some like art class.
Yeah, no.
I fucking did you see that shit? I fucking drew myself on this thing, and then fucking when that was over, I went and played Fruit Ninja, and me and fucking Goob were fucking laughing our asses
we're
off.
not all perfect. Like I definitely have my moments, right? But it's like, the point being is like nobody. If I would have had that mentality. If I would have kept that energy, which I usually don't do, but if I would have kept that energy in my scenario today, which is like a 10-fold worse scenario, obviously,
yeah,
I would have made it so much worse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, but whatever.
There's nothing you can do, right?
Yeah,
so
like if I call the IRS and cry about it, they're going to hang up. Literally, like, you know, like.
The past doesn't exist anymore.
Like, fuck, man. So it's just it's whatever, bro. Like, you know,
absolutely,
shit fucking happens.
What did I want to ask? So, like, I mean, you did go talk about like advice for like beginner photographer, videographers, and shit. Would you recommend like? I mean, I would say like a combination of these two is probably good. Like YouTube videos, and then just obviously like just personal experience with like cameras and shit. 'Cause I know for me, when I got my A7 III and I got my A7 IV, first thing I look up is like best settings for A7 IV, for A7 III, and then like what the fuck is the shutter speed? What is ISO? What is like why are my pictures like not sharp? Like why are they coming out blurry? Like shit like that. And that's just honestly, and I'm not even a photographer or videographer, but I have to do that for myself to make content. So I had to learn like a decent amount. So that's what I did personally. Is there anything that you would recommend in terms of just learning the camera or learning shit about like photography and videography for somebody that's like just getting started?
I would say exactly what you said. Go on YouTube and look. Like when I first started when I first started videography, or when I first got the A7 IV, I literally did the exact same thing you did and looked it up. And I think the video was 2.5, 3 hours long.
Damn.
And I watched that whole thing, took notes on it. The next day, went and shot. And that night, did the exact same thing. Like, rewatched the video to see whatever I could do differently. Whenever I got the new drone, just got that new drone. Last night, before we went and shot the drone footage, I literally looked up, like, best settings for the DJI Mini Pro 3 when I've already watched those videos 6 times. Because there's something maybe I've missed.
Yeah.
But it's also a fact of like trial and error.
Yeah.
Like I have a text message I was reading earlier and it's kind of funny. I did real estate for the first time a few months ago, and so one of my friends texted me and he was like, dude, like you've never done real estate before. Like, how'd you make that video like so good? I just fucking winged it. Like, it's just like you go in there and you know your basic knowledge, so you just have to do. But basic starting out just watch videos, watch mad videos. Before I did that videographer, like the real estate shoot, I literally went on TikTok and looked up best real estate, like gimbal moves, best real estate settings. Like I shot football the other day for the first time ever for D3 college. That night, whenever I got to the hotel, best settings for football, like, and crushed that shoot. And now I signed the contract to shoot their whole season for them, like home games. So it's literally just looking up settings, looking up videos, watching videos. It's basically like my school because I don't go to school. So it's literally basically my school. Like this is like my full time. So you have to do whatever you have to do to learn this stuff.
Yeah, like YouTube is very powerful.
Very.
Like anything you have a question about, I guarantee it's on YouTube.
And if you
100%.
If you have ADHD like me or not prescribed, is it prescribed? Prescribed? Diagnose. I'll wait until he gets back.
No, you can keep going, dude. I'm just
like whenever you're like diagnosed type of thing, watch TikTok. Look up those questions on TikToks, and they're probably there in shorter versions. Like I can look up videos like A7 III or A7 IV camera settings, and it's gonna pop up just like that and shorter content. So for sure, YouTube, TikTok, use all social medias to really figure it out. And that goes with anything in life. But yeah, YouTube is insane with how much we have like at our disposal.
Value, yeah. Bro really got up for a fucking Rice Krispie. That's crazy.
You hungry?
Yeah, I'm hungry, bro. Look at my big ass, bro. Fuck yeah, I'm hungry.
Yeah, but if you need to learn anything, use YouTube, man. YouTube's absolutely insane. Use my course. No, I'm just kidding. I don't have a course.
Do you plan on doing that? Because I think that's like, I mean, it is a way to make money, but at the same time, it's like the value is already out there. Like the information's already out there. Like
yeah,
all of it, right? So it's hard.
I think that I know that I learned everything.
But it's not all
YouTube.
in one place.
On YouTube, it is. I think
it's not everything is in one place that you
Yeah.
can easily access and look at and scroll through, and that's what people pay for because they're fucking lazy.
I mean, yeah, I could easily start like a whole course and have like charge $50 for gym. Like, not even that. People could charge bank for those courses. But I could do like gym content, how to start videography in gym, and presets, everything. But like, there's so much to learn on YouTube that like I don't even need to do that. And like, if I started any type of tutorials or anything like that, I'm gonna do it for free because like, I just don't care about like if the money's gonna come, it's gonna come, and I don't care about like doing all this unnecessary stuff to get money. Like, I'm gonna help out as much. Like that's probably my worst and best quality is I will help you out. Like no matter what. And so I don't think I would ever do a course.
Not even like a time period, but like where do you want to go from where you're at like right now?
Like I told y'all earlier, I absolutely hate shooting gym content. So I want to get out of the gym. Like I want to have my 2 main clients or my 3 main clients, but like Joel locked, Matthew locked, Brian is locked. But other than that, like in 2-3 years, I just want to have those 2-3 locked clients and keep it as that, and for sure move into like real estate, business, because you can make bread off of that for sure. So real estate and business is for sure where I want to see myself in 2-3 years, and I'm gonna grind until I get that. So let's hope.
So why do you prefer that over shooting like gym content, for example?
I would say gym content, unless you have a client like CBUM or something, it doesn't pay like as much.
Okay.
And I have to have so many clients where it's like stress overload is insane. Like, and the payout
for not a lot of money.
Yeah, for not a lot of money. Like I make good money at 19. Like I make like a good amount of money, but it's like what I have to do for that money is crazy. Because I like what Alistair was saying, I literally woke up at 12 the other night, left my house around 2 a.m., hopped on flights, got here around 12 at noon, and immediately started shooting. Didn't go to sleep last night until about 2 a.m. So 26 hours of just.
Took you that long to go to sleep, bro?
Yeah, but fucking
I hit
No,
my
I know.
bed.
I was working. Like I got in there and I started working.
better
Like,
better than a 9 to 5 though.
yeah,
Flipping
better than 9 to 5.
burgers.
But I literally like
Fuck that.
I got into that bed and I just started working, and then I FaceTimed my girlfriend. But yeah, work is just like I edited on the airplane, got a snack at the airport, started working. So if I switched to business, if I switched to real estate, I could have like 3 to 4 clients, and they pay me so much more.
Yeah, because it's like the return on their investment for them to make so much more than a fucking YouTube video is gonna make. You know what I'm saying?
Unless like my clients are racking in 20, 30,000 a month
from like YouTube,
from YouTube and shit
Yeah.
like that, I'm not ever gonna touch that.
that makes so much. Yeah.
And it's all about connections too. Like there are some videographers that like we have the same skills, and like I will probably say I'm above average on videography, and just because they have so much more connections means they get so much more like clients and stuff like that. Like I can name a few off my hand, but I'm not. But yeah, business and real estate, that's where I want to be.
That's what's up.
Louis, you dreaming? Biggest life advice question I got on the podcast. We're ending on this because this is amazing. Biggest life advice I have for you is to find Jesus Christ and have a daily relationship with him. I feel like that's the best answer.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Did you have any questions?
It was on my list. Was faith.
We didn't
Talking about your faith.
we
We know
missed
Chris is. You can look at his face and see he's a man of God, bro. You know what I'm
We
saying?
missed 2 weeks of church, which is I missed 2 weeks of church. You missed a week of church.
I will say if we get on
Yeah.
faith, I'm like not the best Christian there is, but like I would say I went on a good 8-week stint of going to church every Tuesday, watching service every Sunday. Like I said, I have bad anxiety, so I don't like going to crowds and stuff like that. Like I still watch sermons, but like I don't go to church like I should be going to church. But I would not be. I will say that 8-week stint was probably the happiest I've been in a long time. Like just knowing, like I never went to church. I was raised in church, stopped going to church, then went to church for like suffered with depression, suffered with all that. Started going to church for 8 weeks, and it was the best 8 weeks of my life. I've never been happier in that 8 weeks of my life. And then, like, even though I grew closer to God, like, I'm still so happy from it. And, like, it really impacts me. But, like you said, missing church, like, I would be sick, and I would still go to church and sit in the back so I wouldn't get anybody sick because, like, I just loved it that much. So going to churches, I need to start doing that. Now talking about that, I'm for sure going to church next week and the week after that and the week after that because I love church so much. But yeah, faith is biggest life advice is faith. I would not be here. I would not have the fast success that I had without the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Because it's like, if you don't believe it now, like, what do you believe in, right? So, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, no offense to other.
Like evolution, like
Well, not even that. I'm not even saying that. Like, I think when you start to believe that you're here, like, by accident, like, that's exactly what, like, the government wants you to believe and shit, is that you're just here on this fucking piece of dirt planet and you're not shit and you have no, like, meaning and purpose and men's mental health doesn't matter. Now it's a rainbow pride month and cancel me, whatever. But that's what they want you to fucking think, bro.
I will
it's
say,
fucking stupid.
I will say, like, really look in depth and see how much, like, hate Christians get. We get so much hate for, like, Muslims. They, like, everybody, like I know, like, even I love the religion of Muslim because, like, it's so beautiful. Like, it really is. Like, I don't believe in it, but it's a beautiful religion.
Islam.
Islam, all that. Yeah, like other religions are so cool, but like if you look on TikTok, I forgot what it was, but it went around and it's like, I hate like Jewism sucks or something like that, and it would be like against community guidelines. And you say Christianity sucks, and it just be flows of videos of blue-haired people and all these people hating on Christianity.
Yeah.
So like, why would you hate so much on something if it's not true? Like genuinely, like the government the government got rid of church out of schools and all that. Why? Like because they know it's true.
They want you to feel like a piece of shit.
Well,
Yeah.
There's the narrow path first. So, like, the path to hell, a lot of people walk that path. You're free to do what you want, right? But you're also free to go to hell.
Yeah. Free will. Like, we all have free will.
Your parents love you to death, right? Just like God loves you.
Yeah.
You're free to run away from home and make terrible fucking decisions, and your parents are not going to chase you around and beg you to. They're not going to chase you around the world and beg you to come back, right?
Yeah.
It's like the same thing with God. So it's like you're free to make your own decisions. You're also free to go hell. He's not going to beg you to come to heaven with him. If that hurts your feelings,
So be it.
like that, I'm sorry, but it's the truth.
Yeah.
Like,
But like what you
you
said
know,
about the
so-
government. The government, like,
well, again, it's easier to control people when they're easily manipulated.
Soft.
It's hard to manipulate people who have faith and morals and believe and have a strong like belief in who they are and what they're supposed to do and like why they're on this earth. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I was
yeah.
just thinking about the drive you have when you have like someone to do it for, right? So like I think when I do all this shit that I do, it's like I do it all for fucking God, right?
Yeah.
Because it's like who else would at this like I die, who am I doing it for? I mean, I do it for me as well, but like I do it for me so that I can become a better person for him to eventually meet him one day.
Yeah. And God really loves, like, he probably really loves, like, what y'all do. Because y'all have such a big platform and y'all don't hide y'all's faith, like, at all. Like, y'all really do put it out there so much, and I love that. Like, I truly do, like, respect it a lot. Yeah, but getting on what you said, like, who are you going to do it for? Like,
If you have no one to do it for, there's no drive to like actually get shit done.
yeah, like, I literally, like,
You know?
everything that I have, everything that I get, everything that I will get, and all the blessing I will receive is straight from God. And that's why, like, I will, as soon as I landed y'all this trip, immediately sat down my phone and prayed, like, God, like, thank you so much for these blessings and opportunities. Like, landed. God, thank you for letting me land. Thank you for these opportunities I'm about to have. Anytime I land a client, I will immediately thank God for the blessings and everything like that I have that I have. So, who are you doing it for? And my person is God. Like, that's my biggest life advice is find Jesus Christ.
There's one song in church that we sing sometimes, and I think the lyrics is from you is everything and to you is everything or something along the lines
I know
of
what
that.
song you're talking about.
Because it's like because everything is from you, we must we give everything to you because without you in the first place there would be no existence and nothing that of this like good shit that's happening to all of us. So when we get that good things, give it back to you.
Can y'all please answer this question for some people that because I see it all the time, especially on your post, like, and you explained it to me earlier, but I want people, since we're talking about faith, I think people really hate on Alistair so much because he always spreads this awareness of Christ and all that, but you cuss so much. And I cuss. I cuss.
Oh,
and you get a really good way of explaining it. So
we've said that on this pod so
I
many
can't.
times.
I just can't. I can't. I'm not perfect, bro.
yeah.
And that's between me and God, bro. If I die right now, I know that the fact that I curse, because I'm not actively doing it like, oh, I'm going to curse just because I can sin and I'll be okay, right?
Yeah.
Like, I do it because I don't mean to do it. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's not going to stop me from getting to heaven. And at the end of the day, bro, if people are worried about that, then, like, there's just so much more to unpack there.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I'm making my best effort to stop cursing, and I've been actually a little bit better about it because it's something that I used to not be conscious of at all, and now I'm a little more conscious of it. So like the other day when doing the YouTube video, I was like, I don't need to be cursing in the first 5 seconds of this video.
And you
know what I mean?
cursed.
Like, yeah. And
But
then
we
I
all
did curse,
fall
but at
sin.
least again I'm mindful of it, right? So I'm improving, and that's what it's about.
Yeah,
Like,
for sure. And that's a good thing.
and again, my point there being is like, bro, I can tell you right now, I'm not gonna be able to go through the rest of my life without fucking saying the word fuck again. Like,
We all sin and fall
it's
short
not
of the glory
gonna
of God.
happen, dude. It's not. And if you want to sit there on Instagram and tell me that that you actually want to look at me dead in the fucking face, if that was possible, and tell me that you're never gonna say any curse word ever again in your life. No, I just call bullshit,
bro. It's
right?
because we have a platform, and it's because we have like a voice, and
Yeah.
we're actually like posting it, and we're not like, oh, let's cut that part out, and we're gonna say it again, and we're not gonna curse. It's fucking raw.
Well, it also shows my authenticity, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I could
Yeah.
cut out every curse word if I wanted to,
Yeah.
and cut it all out. But it's like, dude, like, if in all of the posts that I've made about like my faith and stuff, there's such a deeper meaning there with the addiction thing and losing friends, like to overdose and suicide, and the fact that I've struggled with suicidal thoughts and depression and shit. And it's like, if that's what you're getting out of that video, that I said the F word, like, dude, I almost laugh at that, bro, because like, dude, you got a problem, dude.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Yeah.
Like, you know, because like I watch videos like that are heartfelt that might have some like curse words in them, and I don't even, that's not what I'm seeing, right? I'm seeing the good in it. So it's like that perspective to me is just like,
They just take the terrible things out of everything.
that's like me in the Apple store that day, bro. You're fucking sitting in a room of gold and you're looking at the shit on the floor. So it's like, dude, okay, I'm sorry I said the F word, but like there's a lot more value in that post besides the fact that I said fuck.
And then I was just telling him, I was like, if I use the F word to emphasize a point that I'm making, or like my bicep pump is fucking mad, right? I don't think that's affecting anybody. I don't think that's offensive to anybody.
Well, it's like it's to not be foul mouthed, right?
But like what is
defined? Foul? Yeah, so
there's no definition.
that changes with culture.
Where did these
like,
words come from? Where did fuck come from?
Well, that's like it's all fucking syllables coming out of my mouth. That's what I'm saying. So at the end of the day, it's like it changes with society. And truthfully, for our generation, bro, like I could go to church, and if the pastor was just like, Jesus is just fucking awesome, it would not bother me at all.
Yeah, like you think people are gonna just like walk out and be like, "Oh, no way, he just said that."
Yeah. Like,
no, dude.
One time at youth group, Josh almost said like shit happens. He was like, you know, and he's like, oh, so it's like, dude, but you know what I mean? Like, that's our pastor. He evidently curses because he almost cursed in youth at the fucking young adult Bible study one time. You know what I mean? It's like, you guys need to get out of here with this righteous shit, bro. Like, again, you know, I'm walking my own path, bro. Y'all walk your own path with God. You're not Paul. And people used to, like, people try to come at me. They'll be like, well, Paul wrote in the New Testament that you're supposed to criticize Christians and push them to be better. And I'm like, bro, you just sound like an asshole. You're not Paul. Like, like, you didn't fucking write half the New Testament. You're some dude on Instagram trying to tell me not to curse. Like,
Yeah, that was great.
shit geeks me out.
This is a great pod, but it's over. It's over. If you made it this far, you're gonna comment what, Chris?
Shout out Joe LeBon. Thank you, Chris. That's what you're gonna comment. Thank you, Chris. That's literally
Thank
what
you, Chris.
every single video he ends with. Thank you, Chris. Like, comment thank you, Chris, and the video ends.
All right, well, comment thank you, Chris, if you made it this far. It's the Chicken Rice Pod. We are out. Peace.